they fly 'em. 747s, 777s.
The 2001 World Series on Fox, presented by Budweiser, is brought to you by Siemens. Siemens, global network of innovation.
Please remember, Radio Shack is a collection site for the September 11 Fund, benefiting survivors, victims' families, and rescue personnel. Curt Schilling will stay in the game. Take his swings against Roger Clemens. He has struck out twice, and go back out and pitch in the 8th.
I'm surprised at this move by Bob Brenly. 14 home runs by his pinch hitters this year, tied a major league record. The Giants also had 14 home runs. You're running out of outs. 90 pitches, 2 more than what Schilling threw his last time out. I guess you got to figure, Joe, that Curt Schilling may have said something to Bob Brenly about continuing in this ball game.
Well, the Diamondbacks are not blessed with the same short relief that the Yankees have. They do have Randy Johnson available if he has enough lead time to get ready. Otherwise, you're looking at Swindell, Kim, Morgan. And Bob Brenly and the Diamondbacks feel more confident with Schilling going back out with his 90 pitches for the second time on 3 days rest than they do digging into their bullpen after sending a pinch hitter to the plate.
Yeah. I guess that's what Brenly is figuring. You're thinking about Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson will be given the starter mentality. If, for instance, Brenly's planning on putting him out there in the 9th inning, they'll probably send him out there in the 8th, give him plenty of time to warm up.
On 1-2, Schilling strikes out looking. 10 strikeouts for Roger Clemens. While we have gone on and on about Curt Schilling, we talked about the need for Roger Clemens to continue to prove himself in these big games. He certainly did in Game 3. Joe Torre will tell you he did in Game 2 at Yankee Stadium last year in the World Series against the Mets, when he went 8 innings, allowed no runs on 2 hits, struck out 9. But all that people took out of that game was the shattered bat throwing incident with Mike Piazza. But the Yankees, down 2-0, turned to their 39-year-old right-hander in Game 3. He and Rivera combined on a 2-1 victory, and here is Clemens pitching in the 7th inning in a 1-1 game, matched up with Schilling in Game 7. He's 0-2 on Tony Womack.
Splitter is still there for Clemens.
With 1 out, ball 1 to Womack. Counsell on deck, then the left-handed hitting Gonzalez. We showed you Stanton getting loose for the Yankees in their bullpen. See the rain coming down a bit harder now. The 1-2 pitch. 2-2. Obviously, if the rain gets too bad, that roof will start to close. A 2-2 delivery. Womack stays up there. So far, the roof is staying open. Here's a 2-2 to Tony Womack. Able to spoil it. Just so you know, it starts to pour. It takes about 5.5 minutes for the roof to close here at Bank One Ballpark. Right now, not raining hard enough to halt play, so they leave it open. And with that, the elements. Wind is as much a factor, if not more so, than the rain here at this point. Womack hops out of there. Womack is fly to center, struck out, grounded out. To the right side, base hit. You wonder if that will be it for Roger Clemens. It appears that is all for the 39-year-old right-hander. With the speed threat at first, with Counsell and Gonzalez, a couple of left-handed batters coming up. After 114 pitches here in Game 7, a couple of slaps on the back, and the 5-time Cy Young Award winner is gone. Stanton will take over. Go-ahead run on. 1 out in the 7th for the Diamondbacks.
Introducing new Energizer Max. Now with the power inside to keep you going. And then some. Do you have the bunny inside?
I'm working harder, thinking smarter.
Demanding lives use up nutrients. Centrum Performance helps replace them with key B vitamins, plus ginseng and ginkgo to help energize your mind and body.
Life's demanding, but I love it.
Centrum Performance. Life demands it.
Where'd you learn to shoot? Boy Scout, sir.
2 men in a game.
Central Intelligence. You'd be working for me, mostly undercover.
Where all they have.
God, you're hideous. Why do you even bother? Missed you too.
Is each other.
Tom Bishop been arrested for espionage. I'm getting him out.
From the director of Crimson Tide and Enemy of the State.
They know. They don't know. They'll be waiting.
Spy Game.
Where are you? I'm coming home.
Rated R. At theaters November 21st.
Saturn is working to keep our economy strong. In jobs, in commerce, and in spirit. As part of that effort, we're providing interest-free financing on every new coupe, sedan, and wagon we make. Come visit your Saturn retailer and keep America rolling.
Fox Tuesday. It's the season's most anticipated night of television. First,
I still care about you.
Are Eric and Donna really getting back together?
Oh, yeah.
God, no.
Find out.
I'm going to need details. There will be details in my steamy letter to Penthouse. Okay, my mom's still behind me, isn't she?
On an all-new That 70s show. Then, Halloween isn't over till the Simpsons say it is.
Destroy the evil one! Not me.
It's the all-new Simpsons Halloween special.
We'll catch ourselves a leprechaun using Lucky Charms as bait.
On a special night and time. No! Followed by the series premiere you must not miss. Kiefer Sutherland stars in 24. It all starts at 8/7 Central, Fox Tuesday.
Curt Schilling gets through 7 innings, and he will continue here in Game 7. Roger Clemens gets through 6 1/3, allows 7 hits, 1 run, leaves with a runner on. Womack, 1 out, 10 strikeouts for Clemens, and here's Mike Stanton.
And as you suggested, Joe, this is a twofold move made to combat the left-handed hitter and the fast runner at first base. So Stanton in for 2 reasons. Counsell, on the other hand, handles left-handed pitching very, very well. A .337 batter during the regular season against left-handers.
Stanton worked 2 innings here last night. 1 on, 1 out. And close, but safe at first is Womack.
That was close indeed. Womack back.
One in the bottom of the 7th. Go-ahead run at first for Arizona, 1 out. And Womack is not yet comfortable against the move of Mike Stanton.
Base runners will tell you that with the right-handed throwing first baseman, you can take another half step because he's got farther to reach back. Left-hander with the glove on the right hand, he just plops it down.
Strike one to Counsell, who was the National League Championship Series MVP for Arizona. But so far in this World Series is 2 out of 23 as Ramiro Mendoza gets loose for the Yankees in their bullpen. Breaking ball misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. In case you want to know, Jorge Posada during the regular season threw out just over 23% of potential base stealers, is only 1 for 9 in the postseason. And Womack, the runner at first, is 1 out of 3 in the postseason trying to steal a base.
Jorge with a lot of help, however, in Mike Stanton. You can see how closely Stanton is holding Womack at first base. So it's the tandem of a good catcher and a pitcher with a good move that often determines whether you throw the batter out or not, or the runner out or not.
Runner is going, late break, and Womack is out for the second out of the inning.
Looked like a delayed steal.
It did.
That's why Posada double pumped. Didn't know whether to go to first base or second. It appeared to be a delayed steal. Quick tag by Jeter. Womack did not break right away. Perhaps he was fooled by Stanton coming home with the ball. Stanton had thrown over there 4 times to drive Womack back. Big out here in the 7th.
Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Counsell. And he pops it up. In foul territory, Martinez puts it away. Well, as you have said before, Tony Womack with not a great break. Jeter just got there in time.
You know what it was? It was a hit and run play. It had to be. He's looking at the ball. Counsell swings through it. He keeps going.
He was the second out. Counsell made the final out. Let's go to the 8th.
Like this. She was like that. She was looking at you like this.
How about this guy? Where was he all night?
Where was I?
Where were you? Yeah.
I was with Tina.
Oh, yeah, who's Tina?
Tina is 917-555-0177. Yeah, you know, I wasn't gonna call her anyway. Yeah. Let's go.
Well, when I got hurt and missed work, glad I had supplemental insurance.
Supplemental insurance? What's that?
Aflac. Well, even the best insurance doesn't give you cash to cover things like lost pay, other expenses. This does.
What does?
Aflac. Shouldn't ask about it at work.
Really? And what's it called?
Aflac!
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Aflac.
Pentium.
Discover the most amazing digital music and video with the Intel Pentium 4 processor, the center of your digital world.
What? That's it? Just like that? We're breaking up?
Well, we were never going out.
This Friday, the world's most shallow man will be given the gift to see women in a whole new way.
From this moment on, you're only going to see the inner beauty.
You see that little fox out there? She's with me. Oh!
You want to see a splash?
Gwyneth Paltrow, Jack Black.
I saw a knockout. I don't care what anybody else saw.
Shallow Hal, rated PG-13. Friday, only in theaters.
The new collection is a triumph, just dripping with vibrant flair. And I love the reinterpretation of the front and back color covers from sassy to sublime. Custom ringtones strike a retro chord.
Right now, Singular is giving you twice as much. Buy this hip new Nokia and get another one free. Plus, ask about our unlimited nights and weekend plans. Singular Wireless, what do you have to say?
Why do I rent from Enterprise? For more cargo room. More people room. Or more headroom. Enterprise. So easy it's like having a second car. Or third.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Our game summary is brought to you by Pepsi, and after the first pitch from Curt Schilling to Alfonso Soriano, we'll show it to you. Soriano takes a strike. A matchup of Schilling and Clemens. Schilling is through 7 now, pitching in the 8th. Clemens got into the 7th, relieved by Stanton. Tino Martinez tied the game in the 7th after Batista put Arizona on top with an RBI double in the bottom of the 6th. The last 2 World Series Game 7s have gone to extra innings. In 91, 97. Here in Game 7, 2001, it's 1-1 in the 8th. More rain here in Phoenix as Soriano gets a piece to stay alive. Going down to the bullpen and now starting the long process of getting loose is Randy Johnson, along with Miguel Batista, the Game 5 starter, who pitched 8 innings for Arizona. Soriano stays up there. Soriano has flied to right, struck out. Schilling has struck out 8. Allowed 1 run on only 4 hits. Soriano into deep left field. At the wall, Yankees on top, 2-1.
The Yankees and Diamondbacks have played 66 innings, including this half inning. The Yankees have had the lead 7.5 of those 66 innings. Soriano gives it to them again. Unbelievable.
Now it's Brocious, and it's a strike over the outside corner.
Something down. Soriano knew it. 0-2. And the Yankees with yet another reason to celebrate.
So it's 2-1 New York here in the top of the 8th inning, and Brocious waits for an 0-1 pitch from Curt Schilling. 95 miles per hour. It's 0-2.
That home run got Mariano Rivera up in the bullpen. He will be the pitcher in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Soriano, who won Game 4 of the ALCS with a home run in the 9th against Sasaki, as Brocious strikes out. Later would win Game 5 of the World Series with a hit in the 12th. This into right center field. The game winner. The first rookie in Major League Baseball history to end a postseason game with a walk-off home run. And here in the 8th inning of Game 7, Soriano on the 95th pitch of the night from Schilling goes deep to make it 2-1 New York. Now David Justice bats for Stanton.
Curt Schilling got ahead of Soriano 0-2. He fouled back a couple of pitches. And then on a ball just below the knees, golfed it out to left field. Either a splitter or a breaking ball. Have to assume it was a split finger fastball from Curt Schilling. Something about mid-shin high. Man. Splitter.
Justice takes a strike, and it's 2-1. Justice made the start in game 1 against Curt Schilling. Because of success in his career against this right-hander, that's just foul. Justice struck out 3 times that night. And it was just the start of a frustrating World Series to this point for David Justice.
I would imagine Randy Johnson continues to throw in case Paul O'Neill comes up in this inning. He's 2 hitters away with a home run by Soriano.
With 1 out, nobody on, Justice grounds it up the middle for a base hit. Looked like Schilling may have gotten a piece of it as it went into center field.
Watch the right hand of Curt Schilling. Curt reaching out for the ball. May have clipped the ring finger or pinky. Terrific job by Curt Schilling. Roger Clemens. Now the right-hander will be called.
A 103 pitch night. And Schilling will leave on the short end of a 2-1 game here in game 7.
My doctor says I'm healthier than he is. I swim every day. It takes your mind off your troubles.
If you suffer from arthritis pain, speak to your doctor.
The lake is good for your soul.
Tylenol Arthritis Pain, the strength to provide all-day relief with just 2 caplets. And it's gentler on your stomach.
When I swim, I'm free.
Tylenol Arthritis Pain.
This Thanksgiving, one man's future is in the past.
It is the year 1328.
Now he's tripping.
Who be you? Who be I? I be stomping your butt. You put your hand on me one more again.
He's freaking.
Damn. Y'all really know how to make a brother feel welcome?
He's jamming.
With these hands, I make fire.
We have fire.
He's Martin Lawrence.
911, white man down.
Black Knight, rated PG-13.
I holla.
November 21st, only in theaters.
Meet Max. Energizer Max. Introducing a new, powerful Energizer. Energizer Max. Now with the power inside to keep you going. And then some. Do you have the bunny inside?
These MLB Authentic Collection team jackets will head to the playoffs to grace the shoulders of their favorite players and share in the glory that is October. The others will grace the shoulders of Roys and Bobs and Steves and share in the glory that is a hot dog and a cold one. Get your MLB Authentic Collection team jacket from the Major League Baseball Clubhouse store for just $110. Call 1-800-365-0600. MLB Authentic Collection. Connect with it.
Last year's television sensation is back, but this time...
We're very, very nervous about going.
The temptation will be too powerful to resist.
It's over with. Oh, my God.
Temptation 2 premieres Wednesday at 9/8 Central on Fox.
Curt Schilling now sitting and watching as he is gone in the 8th inning. Diamondbacks let Schilling bat to lead off the bottom of the 7th. To go back out for the 8th, and after getting out in front of Soriano 0-2, Soriano hit one into the seats and left as Miguel Batista takes over with 1 on, 1 out.
We expressed surprise that Schilling would lead off the bottom of the 7th inning. And when you consider the whole staff is ready for the Diamondbacks.
That's to third. What a play by Williams. Out at second, and that's all the Diamondbacks can get. 2 away.
That's because the bobble was made by Craig Counsell after he stepped on the bag. Nicely done by Matt Williams. Watch the throw that's low, the catch, and then in coming across the bag, the bobble. So Justice is out. See, he made the play, and then in the transfer, bobbled the ball. So got the out.
Well, O'Neill is coming up. And Bob Brenly is coming out. And Randy Johnson is coming in. Last night's starter, Randy Johnson, in the game for the Diamondbacks.
It's the moment you've always been waiting for.
Kiss me. Wow! I'm okay.
It's not another teen movie. Prepare to go where every other teen movie has gone before. Only further.
We saw you at our practice, and I know you stole our routine.
We've always done our own cheers.
We're black. We know it. We take our big booties and show it.
Can I get a whoop whoop? The popular jock. Hungry? The token black guy.
I'm just supposed to say things like, that is whack.
And the cruelest girl in school.
Close your eyes. Are you for real?
Oh, that is whack.
Not another teen movie.
I got all 3 of you guys for the rest of your natural-born lives. You're mine.
I'm confused.
Shut your hole, Wang Chung.
Rated R. Starts December 14th.
To lower 30,000 prices, Kmart needed help.
Come on in. Lower prices. What you gonna do when Kmart lowers prices? With Blue Light always.
Now you can buy more and pay less.
Tell me. Come and save a ton when Kmart lowers prices. That's Blue Light always. So prices every day. I heard all the people saying.
Get down to Kmart for low prices every day.
Get ready for parenthood, Bernie Mac style.
Morning, Nessie. I bet if I stop feeding you, you have something to say.
Entertainment Weekly calls it the best new comedy of the season.
Somebody get in your face, you got a scam.
Ow.
Don't mess with me, man.
Don't mess with me, man.
That's a dead boy walking right there.
The Bernie Mac Show premieres Wednesday, November 14th on Fox.
When Bob Brenly went out to get Curt Schilling in this 8th inning, here's what he had to say.
Hold an effort, Haas. We're going to put Miguel on this guy right here. Get a fresh arm in here. Hell of an effort, big man. I love you, brother. You're my hero. You're my hero. Hey, that ain't going to beat us. We're going to get that back plus some. That ain't going to beat us, big man.
Schilling had those words of encouragement as he exited the field. Then Batista took over, got an out. And now it's Randy Johnson, who has pitched 11 games in his career in relief. Throw to first, and Jeter was breaking towards second, able to get back to first as he looked like he was running.
With 2 outs, if Jeter gets a good jump off Randy Johnson, we talked about it last night, he will take off. Paul O'Neill has perhaps seen his last action. Not perhaps, probably. There's Paul over there with his bat. But he's retired one way or the other.
Lifted for the pinch hitter, Chuck Knobloch. Knobloch started in last night's game against Randy Johnson, was 0 for 3 with a walk. Knobloch down the left field line. It is a foul ball. And you can see Jeter limping around the bases. He is hurting, whether it's his foot, his ankle, his calf, his hamstring, whatever it is. We saw it happen back in the 5th inning, and he is bothered.
on that play coming across the bag on Craig Counsell, but he is certainly limping, trying to pull up there.
Two out in the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike on Knobloch. Knobloch 1 out of 17 in this World Series, but as it has been for the Yankees, his 1 hit led off the 12th inning of Game 5, and Knobloch came around to score on the hit by Alfonso Soriano, whose home run has put the Yankees on top for the first time tonight here in this 8th inning. 2 balls and a strike on Knobloch.
Got to tell you, Joe, it must be brought out that we expressed surprise when Schilling was not pinch hit for in the bottom of the 7th inning. Diamondbacks in regulation had 9 outs to score a run, and you don't want to squander 1/9 of them. And with Clemens out there, that's what you're doing. Coupled with the fact that in our opening tonight, we thought that if Roger Clemens and Curt Schilling were knocked out in the middle innings, then Brian Anderson, Miguel Batista would play a big role in the game. Well, these are the middle innings in a sense. Even though it's the late inning, Schilling pitched as though, I mean, the Diamondbacks have a very deep bullpen here in the 8th inning.
Into right field off the bat of Knobloch. And that'll end the top of the 8th inning, which started with this. With the rain falling in Phoenix. Hopes falling in Phoenix. An 0-2 pitch. And Soriano, the rookie, puts the Yankees on top in Game 7. 2-1.
In 1935, Foxwood Farm started with 1 horse and a truck. The horse was a thoroughbred, the truck a Chevy Suburban. Today they have a few more horses, but there's still only 1 truck, Chevy Suburban. With an available 8.1-liter Vortec engine, it's capable of towing up to 6 tons, making it the best Suburban yet. Chevy Suburban, like a rock.
Last winter we had a little cell phone mix-up.
He told our travel agent Steamboat Springs, but with the static, well...
You know, we tried to make the best of it.
Come on, kids.
There we go.
Who wants hot cocoa?
That's when we finally got free and clear with Sprint PCS. Real clear calls, and nationwide long distance included, which is great for us because we do have 2 kids.
Hey!
The Sprint PCS free and clear plan with nationwide long distance included. Every minute, every day.
I love my work. I really have the best job in the world. Hey, how are you? Everyone that I have ever met likes everyday low prices.
I know if I came here, I got the best deal.
You can go into Walmart and know it's a huge team effort to ensure that you're getting these low prices.
It makes me feel like I've got somebody on my side.
On our 39th anniversary and every day of the year, always.
When I walk out of here with my receipt, I see my savings.
Everyone likes to save money. It makes you feel good.
Find the seams. It's the splitter. No, it's the high heat. Did I lock my keys in the car? Is that Sosa? Going for my Pepsi. Sammy.
The 1-liter Big Slam from Pepsi. More of the taste you go for.
The 2001 World Series on Fox, presented by Budweiser, is brought to you by the joy of Pepsi. By Chevy Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. And by the people of United Airlines. We are united.
Bottom of the 8th inning, and Chuck Knobloch stays in the game. He moves over to left field. That switches Shane Spencer over to right. And Mariano Rivera takes over on the mound. The numbers this postseason, 2-0, 5 saves, and an ERA of 0.61.
you have a guy like Mariano Rivera and his success throughout the season and postseason, it certainly makes your decisions very easy. We talked about the decisions of Bob Brenly, whether to yank Curt Schilling for a pinch hitter to lead off the 7th inning of a tie ball game. He didn't do that. Soriano had the home run in the top of the 8th. Now Joe Torre with only one decision, going to Rivera.
See those career postseason numbers. And 19 of Rivera's 24 postseason saves have been for more than 1 inning. He takes over in the bottom of the 8th. Luis Gonzalez first up. Ball 1 up and in. Gonzalez, Williams, and Finley. Gonzalez 0 for 3 tonight. One ball, one strike. Rivera, after working in all 3 games at Yankee Stadium, has had 2 days off. 2 balls and a strike. He went 2 innings in game 3. He went 1 inning in game 4 and 2 innings in game 5. The 2-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
After missing with 2 cut fastballs inside, Gonzalez goes after the pitch out of the strike zone.
The 2-2. That's out of play. Bob Brenly said after those 3 games at Yankee Stadium, all 3 one-run losses, and Rivera was involved in every one of them. He said his fantasy would be to come back here to Arizona and not only win this World Series, obviously, but to do it against Mariano Rivera. So many teams have tried. So many teams have failed. The 2-2. 1 out. Gonzalez 0 for 4 here in game 7.
The only time Gonzalez made contact, he broke his bat. No contact here.
Rivera, who was the World Series most valuable player in 1999, could very well be it again here in 2001 if the Yankees win. The Diamondbacks trying to rally, win game 7, win this World Series against one of the best postseason relievers ever. No balls, 1 strike on Matt Williams. Curt Schilling still talking to himself after going 7 1/3 innings. He gave it all he had. 0-2 on Matt Williams. Steve Finley waits to hit next. Lowest ERA all time in the postseason. Mariano Rivera at 0.70. In 51 appearances. With 1 out, nobody on, the 0-2 pitch, 2 out.
You may have noticed Jorge Posada moving his mitt up in the strike zone after he gave the signal. He stressed around the letters, and that's where he got it.
Now with 2 out, nobody on, here is Steve Finley, who's 1 for 3. Ball 1 inside. Finley with a base hit to right. And the tying run is on with 2 out here in the 8th. Finley 2 out of 4 tonight. He has had a tremendous postseason.
Best all-around hitter for the Diamondbacks in this postseason, Steve Finley. Now the Diamondbacks have Danny Batista, who had a hit against Rivera. He hit it to right center field, and American League managers know this. Rivera is easier to hit from the right side.
Right now, this is the guy the Diamondbacks want at the plate. Danny Batista, 1 on, 2 out, strike 1. Batista 1 for 2 tonight, and 7 out of 11 in this World Series. Batista hit 5 home runs during the regular season. He has none in the postseason. Nothing in 2.
Down and out of the strike zone.
One on, 2 out. Bautista strikes out, and Rivera struck out the side. Allowed a hit. The Diamondbacks strand their 8th runner of the night. We go to the 9th inning of Game 7. Yankees bat. They lead it 2-1.
That was fun. Hey, would you be my big, strong watchdog and guard my Bud Light like I go to the ladies' room?
Woof, baby.
Hey, that's Patrick.
Hey, dog, what's going on? Oh, he got moves. Look, he got moves. Stop. Go.
With a great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down. Make it a Bud Light.
It ain't that bad.
You know, breaking through the clouds on an early morning and seeing the sun come up, you know, there's nothing like it. I love my job. I try to make it a good experience every time, no matter what. That's just me. You know, that's the way I'm always going to be. I'm Dennis Tate. I'm a captain on the Airbus A320 and A319. I'm one of those guys that says hello over the PA, and I mean it. And, you know, I'm glad you picked this flight to come on because I'm going to treat you right. Come on board. We are united.
The hair looks like real hair. The clothes move like real clothes. The sweat drips like real sweat. Pity those who play to escape reality.
Hold on, Shrek, I'm coming! Everyone's running to get Shrek on video.
Hold the phone.
Because the #1 movie of the year is now the #1 selling video in America.
Cool.
Bring home the fun today. Everyone owns it. You should too.
At the Home Depot, we're driving down the cost of home improvement. With special buys like $8.85 for a 2-pack of these long-lasting fluorescent light bulbs from Commercial Electric. We bought over 1 million so you can get all you need at a great price. Just look for the hammer symbol. It means we've got lower prices. Nailed.
Randy Johnson goes back to the hill. He will deal with Bernie Williams, Tino Martinez, and Jorge Posada. 2-1 Yankees, 9th inning of Game 7. Williams 0 for 3 tonight. Ball 1 up and out of the strike zone. 90 miles per hour from Randy Johnson, who threw 104 pitches in Game 6 last night. Mike Morgan and Byung-Hun Kim are up. Neither one throwing right now as Williams takes a strike.
And thinking about Curt Schilling leading off the 7th inning, it must be pointed out that if Bob Brenly uses his pinch hitters for Curt Schilling in the 7th, you're going to use your pinch hitters with no chance of facing Mariano Rivera. If Brenly then goes to his bullpen, he's dealing with the bullpen, unlike any other of the 6 games, because now in Game 7 you have starters in your bullpen and not guys that he's had problems with in his bullpen.
1 ball, 2 strikes from Randy Johnson. And Williams flies one to shallow center. 1 out. What are the Yankees trying to do again here tonight? Longest streaks all time. Consecutive championships. The Yankees from 49 to 53 won 5. From 36 to 39 they won 4 in a row. Oakland did it 3 times in a row, 72 to 74. And the Yankees are trying for their 4th in a row. 98, 99, 2000, 2001. Randy Johnson. Slider misses for ball 1 to Tino Martinez. How about Randy Johnson? 38 years old. Throws 104 pitches last night.
Amazing.
He warms up. He comes in, finishes off the 8th inning, and he's back out there for the 9th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike on Tino Martinez. The Diamondbacks in the bottom of this 9th will have the bottom of their order. Grace, Miller, and then the pitcher's spot. One ball, 2 strikes on Tino Martinez, whose RBI hit back in the 7th inning tied it. Schilling avoided further damage, but could not avoid the bat of Alfonso Soriano on an 0-2 pitch leading off the 8th. He homered to left, and it's 2-1 New York. To the left side, Womack circles it, throws, got it, 2 out. That brings in Jorge Posada. A lot of people are starting to compare the lopsided scoring to the 1960 World Series, something, Tim, that you talked about last night. When in that series, the Yankees outscored the Pirates 55 to 27, yet lost in 7 games. Arizona has outscored the Yankees 35 to 14 in this World Series, yet the Yankees are 3 defensive outs away from wrapping up their 27th World Championship. The 0-1. 0-2.
Here's what you're talking about, Joe. Look at games 2, 3, and 6. The Yankees over the Pirates. And yet it was Bill Mazeroski's home run in Game 7 that shook the baseball world.
The 0-2. Posada stays up there. Curt Schilling and Randy Johnson, the 1-2 punch for Arizona, giving the Yankees all they can handle. Posada strikes out to send this Game 7 into the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Diamondbacks. They'll take on Rivera. They trail by 1.
If you thought being the new kid at school was hard.
How's it going?
Good. Try being the new teacher.
She has no training. At some point, we have to respond.
I'm sorry, private meeting.
Too bad.
Jerry Ryan ignites a new Boston Public tomorrow on Fox. Get ready for Judge Ling on an all-new Alley tomorrow on Fox.
Saved by zero. Saved by zero.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on new Corollas, 4Runners, and Tundras
for a limited time only.
Saved by Zero. Saved by Zero.
The challenges that lie ahead are very, very big ones. The city has all the resources, it has all the spirit, it has all the right people, but leadership is enormously important. Mike Bloomberg has absolutely the best qualifications for being a mayor of New York City. It needs someone who has experience in business, experience with the economy, knows how to create jobs, and given the rebuilding effort that's going to be necessary over the next 4 years, it's even more important that we have somebody that's been a proven leader, not just another politician.
He's back!
He's really back!
The Chicken Man is in the building! Yes, my friends, I'm back! And Mighty Wings are back at McDonald's. Now with 3 different dipping sauces. Try a 5-piece, try a 10-piece. Mighty Wings! To eat it is to love it. It's crispy, succulent, juicy. I'm hungry! Woo.
Thank you, Chicken Man.
Don't thank me, ma'am. Thank them. Release your inner chicken!
We love you, Chicken Man!
I feel the love!
For 90 years, Chevrolet has helped keep America moving. And we're not about to stop now. Chevrolet is proud to offer interest-free financing on every new car and truck we build. Every new Chevrolet, interest-free. It's one way we can help keep America rolling forward. Chevrolet, we'll be there.
Bottom of the 9th inning. Last chance for the Diamondbacks. Down 2-1. Mark Grace first up against Mariano Rivera, who struck out the side in the 8th. Grace 2 hits tonight. Ball 1.
Shane Spencer too deep in left field. Mark Grace would have to hit a ball twice to hit it to him. That's Knobloch, I beg your pardon. Spencer in right.
Into center field, a good start for Arizona. Grace with his 3rd hit.
Saying he had a feeling about Mark Grace tonight. Mark Grace has a 3rd of the hits. Look for Miller to be bunting.
David DeLucci runs for Grace. They had Colburn coming to the plate. He was in the on-deck circle until Grace got on. Now they have Miller up to bunt. Strike 1, I'm sure. Just as it is no picnic to try to swing and hit against Rivera, it's no fun to try to bunt against him either.
That's exactly right. A lot of catchers have a tough time catching knuckleballs. Hitters have a tough time hitting knuckleballs. And hitters have a tough time bunting against Mariano Rivera. What's interesting is Greg Colburn has come to the on-deck circle, a right-handed batter, with the Rubio Durazo, a terrific left-handed batter, on the bench. So Bob Brenly believes the right-hander has the best chance.
The bunt by Miller. Throw to second. Into center field. DeLucci will stay, and it's 2 on with nobody out. And Jeter can't get up.
Joe, earlier in the game, we talked about pitchers throwing the bases. That they had a difficult time throwing because they can't throw anything straight. This ball backs up on Derek Jeter, and his left knee appears to be tangled in the legs of DeLucci. Trying to stretch out for the tag play. You can see the throw backing up right field side, and Jeter with the ankle and knee. He appears to be all right, but a scary moment for Derek Jeter.
And now the Arizona Diamondbacks are possibly a hit away from tying it. And a well-placed extra base hit away from winning it as Jay Bell now will walk to the plate. Again, Colburn is called back. And now the Yankees will be shortened up, expecting another bunt.
Jay Bell led the National League in bunts in 1990 with 39 sacrifices. He's one of the better bunters in the National League. He would want to bunt it down the third baseline to make Brocious field the ball.
2 on, nobody out, and the bunt to Rivera. Throws to third, out. No other play, and it's first and second, 1 away.
Rivera, cat-like off the mound. Bell thinking about bunting it toward third. But as you can see, Rivera is so quick to third base that Brocious actually had to play it first had he come off the bag. Jay Bell's about halfway down the line, but Brocious content for 1.
And now that the lead runner is Damian Miller, he'll be lifted for Midri Cummings. That's the tying run at second. The potential winning run at first is Jay Bell. It'll be Tony Womack at the plate, first and second, 1 out.
Just like on Mark Grace, you shorten up in the opposite field. Chuck Knobloch for the Yankees in left field is too deep for Tony Womack right now.
Ball 1 to Womack. Womack singled his last time up to chase Roger Clemens. Now he faces Rivera. 2 on, 1 out. 2-0. Two and 1. Two and 2. Squeezing every last drop out of this 2001 World Series. Diamondbacks won game 1. They won game 2. The Yankees swept at home. Diamondbacks won last night. Yankees lead in game 7, 2-1 in the 9th. 2 on, 1 out, and Womack into right field, a hit. Here comes Cummings. It's tied. Going to third is Bell. Tony Womack delivers. It's 2-2.
Diamondbacks with late magic of their own.
Now it's Craig Counsell with the infield in. Winning run 90 feet away. Strike 1.
The infield in and the outfield in. A sacrifice fly wins the game.
Craig Counsell, who scored the winning run in Game 7 of the '97 World Series for Florida against Cleveland, trying to drive home the winning run in Game 7 against the Yankees. Hit by the pitch, and the bases are loaded.
The reason that Rivera did not put Counsell on was because on deck was the best Diamondback hitter in Luis Gonzalez, their most valuable player. And here he is with a chance to win the World Series for the Diamondbacks.
The chance of a lifetime for Luis Gonzalez. 2-2, bottom of the ninth. Game 7 of the World Series. Bases loaded. Infield in. 1 out. Strike 1.
The one problem is Rivera throws inside the left-handers, and left-handers get a lot of broken bat hits in the shallow outfield, the shallow part of the outfield. That's the danger in bringing the infield in with a guy like Rivera on the mound.
Floater, center field. The Diamondbacks are world champions.